Workforce Solutions for Tarrant County presents Research on Effective Practices, Understanding the Intent and Scope of WIOA. In his 2014 State of the Union address and a subsequent presidential memorandum, President Obama directed Vice President Biden to lead a review of federal programs to ensure they are designed to equip workers with skills matching the needs of employers. To begin this process, the Departments of Labor, Commerce, Education, and Health and Human Services jointly produced a summary of proven effective practices called What Works in Job Training, a synthesis of the evidence. Based on this evidence, the Vice President developed an action plan called Ready to Work, Job-Driven Training and Opportunity. It's commonly known as the Biden Report. The new Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act, signed by the President on July 22, 2014, mirrors the concepts presented in this report as a job-driven checklist. The checklist includes engaging employers, work upfront with employers to determine local hiring needs and design training programs that are responsive to those needs, from which employers will hire. Earn and learn. Offer work-based learning opportunities with employers, on-the-job training, internships, pre-apprenticeships, and registered apprenticeships as training paths to employment. Smart choices. Make better use of data to drive accountability, inform what programs are offered and what is taught, and offer user-friendly information for job seekers to choose programs and pathways that work for them. Measuring matters. Measure and evaluate employment and earnings outcomes. Stepping stones. Promote a seamless progression from one educational stepping stone to another and across work-based training and education, so individuals' efforts result in progress. Opening doors. Break down barriers to accessing job-driven training and hiring for any American who is willing to work, including access to supportive services and relevant guidance. Regional partnerships. Coordinate American job centers, local employers, education and training providers, economic development agencies, and other public and private entities to make the most of limited resources. All of this sounds great, but it's also pretty broad. Where do we start to affect these systemic changes? To look at some specifics, we thought it would be helpful to briefly review the original document of proven practices, What Works in Job Training.
What Works in Job Training, an overview of what works for adults. In summary, research shows that these 6 specific elements produce the best results for adults. Number 1. Post-secondary education. A degree, associate's, bachelor's, or above, or industry-recognized credentials related to jobs in demand is the most important determinant of differences in workers' lifetime earnings and incomes. Number 2. Flexible and innovative training approaches. Some examples include accelerating coursework, integrating work and class-based training, accumulating skills and credentials along a specific career pathway. Number 3. Closely aligned training to real jobs and occupations, including training to attain industry-recognized credentials, on-the-job training, registered apprenticeships, subsidized jobs, and transitional employment. Number 4. Employer and industry engagement and sectoral training strategies. Employers might engage in various ways such as determining the training demanded by the labor market, developing curricula and/or teaching courses, providing work-based learning, training opportunities, making equipment and technology available, policies that support education and training for their employees. Number 5. Easy access to accurate and up-to-date local labor market information. Number 6. For individuals with multiple barriers to employment, a coordinated strategy across all systems that integrates the education, training, and support services they need works best.
Overview of what works for youth. For youth, the research shows promising results from the following 4 approaches. Number 1, early exposure to a wide range of career and higher education information and opportunities. Number 2, work experience for youth both in school and out of school. Number 3, occupation and industry-based training programs such as in-school career academies and work-based learning like paid internships, cooperative education, and transitional jobs. Number 4, youth disconnected from work and school, including those who also have serious disadvantages such as early childbearing, homelessness, or involvement with the criminal justice system, have the most difficult challenges succeeding in adulthood. But there is some evidence that they can benefit from comprehensive and integrated models that combine education, occupational skills, and support services. With an understanding of this research, the Tarrant County Workforce Development Board asked, so what community-wide strategy could we all adopt that would encompass most of the elements that work, and how can we begin to collaborate our services for maximum effectiveness and impact? The answer to that question is a quality career pathway system.
Quality career pathway systems. What is a career pathway? Career pathways offer routes to skilled professions and support individuals along the way, coordinating with employers and providing crucial guidance. Each step allows a participant to gain a marketable skill set and credential, preparing them for the next job on the career pathway. The Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act includes strong support for this approach and related innovations in youth and adult education. The career pathway approach targets occupations with a lot of job openings and works with employers to grow a pipeline of skilled workers. Guided by practical career milestones, the pathway approach then connects progressive levels of education, training, support services, and credentials. Each career pathway has 3 essential features. Number 1, multiple entry points so that individuals can begin their career path at the most appropriate skill level. Number 2, multiple exit points so that individuals can enter the workforce at various milestones and easily return to their education when they're ready, either between jobs or while they are working. Number 3, well-connected and transparent education, training, credentialing, and support services to facilitate progress along the pathway and ensure participants can get credit for their education and experience in the future.
Now that you have some background in what WIOA is seeking from the workforce development efforts nationwide, we'd like to share some examples of what the Workforce Solutions for Tarrant County Board is doing to begin the process of implementing this ambitious legislation.